Hello, and welcome to Getting Going on Azure with Datagriff. And today we're going to be looking at resource tags and applying a policy to make sure that every resource we deploy needs to have a tag. Tags are really useful for cost purposes and to understand extra pieces of metadata about resources in Azure. So the first thing you need to do is navigate to portal.azure.com. Once you're in the portal, what you can do in the search bar is just type in policy, go to policy, and then on the left hand side click assignments. And we're going to click assign a policy. And in here you can see we've got the scope at the moment, which we're going to leave at subscription level. You can change this to be resource group level or management group level if you wanted. And then for the policy definition, we're going to click the little ellipses, and in search we're going to search for tag, and we're going to look for require a tag on resources. So we're going to make sure that our resource we deploy have to have a tag. So we're going to select that, select. We're going to say that this is enabled. We're going to click next. The tag name, what we want to make sure is all our resources have an owner. So we're going to make sure that that is our policy. We're going to leave remediation as it is. For our non-compliance message, we're going to say resource must have an owner tag. Click review and create, and then finally we're going to create our policy. So there you go. Under policies now we've got require a tag on resources. Now is create a storage account and see if it will work if we don't give it a tag. So up to the search bar at the top we're going to go to storage accounts, and we're going to click create. And on the basic configuration pane, we're going to make sure it's the same subscription we applied our policy, which is for me Datagriff Teaching. We're going to create a new resource group, and we're going to call it test tag RG. We're going to click OK. The storage account name we're going to call test tag SA for storage account, EUN for the region because I'm going to create it in North Europe, and then I'm just going to postfix that with Griff just to make sure it's unique. And then for the location, I'm going to pick North Europe. I'm going to leave everything else as it is. I'm going to set the defaults. I'm going to have a quick look at tags, and you can see there's no tags in there at the moment. So if I go to review and create, it's running validation. The validation has passed. Then if I click create, we'll see if this will now deploy without the tags in place. So deployment has failed, as expected. Let's see if it's for the right reasons. So click here for details, and we can see quite clearly on the right hand side, the error is telling us it was disallowed by the policy, the resource must have an owner tag. So what I'm going to do is go back to my resource group, my test tag resource group. I'm going to click add, I'm going to type storage account, and click create. So I'm going to keep to my test tag resource group. I'm going to call it test tag SA EUN Griff, just like last time. I'm going to change it to be in North Europe. I'm going to leave all of the defaults of everything as they are. I'm going to go to tags, except this time I'm going to put in owner, and I'm going to say my name, Datagriff. Now this time, because we've got the owner tag on there, the policy should be met and it should deploy. So let's go review and create. Again, validation has passed. We click create. Deployment is in progress. And great. This time our deployment has succeeded because we've met the policy of having an owner tag on our resource. So we're going to go to the resource. So here's our new storage account. And just to check, we can click tags on the left hand side. And there it is, owner, Datagriff. And what we can do now from a sort of global perspective, in the search bar at the top, we can type in tags. We click tags, and we can see owner Datagriff being one of the tags that we've got on our subscription now. And if we click onto that, you can see resources with the tag owner Datagriff, and we've got our storage account. So that's how we can enforce a policy to make sure all our resources have a specific tag, and then also add the tag when we're deploying them. So what we're going to do now we finish the demo, go back to our test tag resource group, copy the resource group name, delete the resource group by pasting in the name, click delete, and so cleaning up our subscription and saving costs. I hope you've enjoyed this today on getting going on Azure with Dataglyph, on playing around with tags and applying a policy to make sure everything has tags, and I hope to see you next time.